Breaking news, Primate Ayodele gives scary prophecy about Osinbajo ever becoming Nigerian's president. In fact, this is causing a lot of itch and a lot of issues right now after Primate Ayodele declared what he sees. You know, he's a political prophet that speaks in regards to what he's saying politically. His prophecy is more tended towards politics. You know, he tends towards politics more than any other area. That's his focus. Okay, it tends more towards the political angle of prophecy. That's where his strength lies, you know. And when there is anything going on, please just go to the lock and to the corridors of, Primate Ayodele. Then you begin to see things. You begin to look at things, quite differently. Primate Ayodele said, well, with what he's saying right now, that they are powerful forces that are already working on ground, and it's talking about spiritual forces against Osinbajo ever becoming Nigerian's president, that there are a lot of issues currently ongoing now, and that if these things continue like this, Osinbajo's opportunity to ever become Nigerian's president is not just slim, it's called never. Let's get all the details. Please, my love, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. You matter. Like us, share, subscribe. We appreciate you. Let's get all the details. Osinbajo will never be president. Powerful forces willing and ready to implicate him now to ensure he fails. The leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elisha Ayodele, on Tuesday warned the vice president over his presidential ambition. Primate Ayodele lauded Osinbajo for declaring his intention, but revealed that he will never become Nigeria's president. He says no. Said for Tinubu for Osinbajo to ever get there, there are already forces waiting, looking around to ensure he does not get it. In a statement signed by his media aide, Oluwatosin, Primate Ayodele warned that further steps on actualizing the ambition will lead to waste of resources, money, time, and energy, because some forces will fight and implicate him, and they are already cooking it up right now. There are implications that the vice president will be implicated with that will cause him a scandal. He said it's good the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo declared his ambition to become Nigerian's president so that his mind can be settled, but he can never be Nigerian's president. His declaration is just a means of expressing what is bothering him, and how he has been encouraged by a lot of group and persons to come on board. It's either he wastes his money or decide not to waste his money, but he cannot be Nigeria's next president. The next president of Nigeria, from what I see, according to Primate Ayodele, he said is not Osinbajo. They will implicate him. Northerners don't want him, and some factors will stand against him. He cannot be there. The Northerners know that he will clean up things and Nigeria will be better. He will expose things. He will leave no stone unturned. If Osinbajo gets in, Nigeria will be better, but they will not allow him. I see Osinbajo as a man who could potentially bring Nigeria out of what it is to a reasonable position, but he will not be allowed. There is nothing bad in anyone expressing his intention, but Osinbajo will not win. Betrayal will be the luck of the day. God is not angry with Osinbajo's intention. He will waste his resources if he spends the money, because he isn't putting it in the right place for now. There are so many forces and conjunctions being put against him to ensure that he is implicated in a scandal. He will be implicated. His declaration is already a setter for that pace. Osinbajo should be careful and not waste his money. That's your very own brother. I will call him your brother. Yeah, your brother, our brother. Exactly. Does that solve the problem? Yes. He said, well, with what he can see, like I earlier reiterated, so you can get the picture. This man called Primate Ayodele is a political, he's a political prophet, more of a political prophet, because most of his prophecy is about politics, okay, well, especially politics in Nigeria, the nations of the world. Then his prophetical gift comes into full actualization and begin to manifest. He said from where he's standing, that Osinbajo has done well by declaring, and that he has also quenched the desire the stare. And we said something very remarkable, that if Osinbajo is given opportunity, he's the one that could possibly move Nigeria gradually away, then serve, and somebody else will take over the position. He said, but from what he's saying, from what he's saying right now, the opportunity for Osinbajo to take that position is not just slim, it's called slimmer. There are people who do not want that to happen at all. There are people who are working to ensure that none of that come to pass. They are doing everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that Osinbajo do not get that position. Why? Because he said the Northerners, some of them are for him. Those who want truth, justice, and honesty, and want insecurity to end. But if Osinbajo gets there, there'll be a lot of cleaning, house cleaning, in-house cleaning, and a lot of people will be implicated. A lot of things will be corrected, and they don't want it because most of them will be out of job or business, and you know what? They want to stay old in the game. You know Nigeria now. Look at the person Buhari preferred to be the APC chairman. That should speak volume and tell you exactly what is lurking around in their hearts and in their minds. That should tell you exactly what is going on and how these people are faring. Okay, what exactly is happening within their space, and what their discussions is all is all encompassing and entails right now. There are groups already, according to Primate that already conjuring and putting things together to ensure that Osinbajo is implicated in a wrong way that could potentially damage his personality. And he sent a word of caution and advice to Yemi Osinbajo that I should not waste the resources and I should not waste it. According to him, he said Osinbajo will not become Nigerian's president. According to him, he said because from what he sees that there are forces already, and the forces are very strong and they are working. Well, we know that with God nothing is impossible, and even when there is a prophecy, remember one very rich king, he has done well. The king has done well. Things were going well for him. He was in his house one day, and one prophet too came. I said, well, God has told me that you have to go. He said, you are so lucky. God told you are going. You know exactly when you are going. You are such a blessed man. You must have touched God somewhere that God has to tell you. For some other people, they don't get the privilege of knowing the exact time they will be leaving. But for you, God said, I should tell you, put your house in order. If you want to share your property, share it. If you want to talk to your children, advise, things you must do, put in place. Please go ahead as a man, go ahead and do what you can do. Put your children in the right direction, advise them, what you intend to do that you've never had the opportunity, quickly make hay while the sun shine. What did the man do? He said, God cannot happen. And God changed it. So, I mean, the prophecy is not a death sentence. Yeah. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.